Ever feel like anger is taking over your life? Imagine transforming that intense heat into a source of unwavering calm. In today's video, we're embarking on a transformative journey to shift your relationship with anger. Everyone experiences anger. It's a fundamental part of being human. But while we can't always control what happens to us, Stoicism teaches that we can control our reactions. When faced with frustration or anger, the first instinct might be to react impulsively, but Stoicism encourages us to pause and reflect. Stoic philosophers such as Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius emphasized focusing on our internal responses rather than being swayed by external events. They believed that our emotions, including anger, stem from our judgments about situations rather than the situations themselves. Therefore, when anger arises, it's an opportunity to examine our judgments and reconsider our reactions. This approach isn't about suppressing anger, but about understanding and managing it more effectively. By acknowledging anger and exploring its triggers, we can gain insight into our values and beliefs. This reflection fosters empathy towards ourselves and others, enriching our interactions and deepening our emotional intelligence. Through Stoic practices, we not only manage our anger, but also build stronger, more compassionate relationships. If you find value in our journey, please hit the subscribe button and watch until the end. You're not like everyone else. Consider yourself an exception. By embracing these Stoic principles, you'll gain the tools to navigate life's challenges with serenity and control. So are you ready to start your Stoic journey with Stoic control, where timeless truths meet everyday life? Let's begin this transformative process and unlock the secrets to a more peaceful, controlled existence. Understanding anger through Stoicism. Understanding anger through Stoicism involves delving into how this powerful emotion is viewed and managed according to ancient philosophical teachings. Stoicism, a philosophy founded in ancient Greece, emphasizes the importance of controlling one's reactions to external events. Anger, in the Stoic view, is seen as a disturbance of the mind that arises when we perceive something as unjust or threatening. The Stoics believed that anger results from our judgments about events rather than the events themselves. They taught that by changing our perceptions and judgments, we can change our emotional responses. To understand anger through Stoicism, it's essential to grasp the concept of prohairesis, or moral character. The Stoics argued that our character, shaped by our choices and values, determines our reactions to external stimuli. Anger is considered a failure to align our character with reason and virtue. Instead of reacting impulsively, Stoicism encourages individuals to pause and reflect, assessing whether their anger is justified or if it stems from a misguided judgment. This reflective practice helps in transforming anger into a more measured and rational response. Moreover, Stoicism provides practical tools for managing anger. One key practice is cognitive reframing, where individuals reinterpret the situations that provoke anger in a more constructive light. By focusing on what is within their control and accepting what is not, Stoics aim to maintain inner tranquility. This involves recognizing that while we cannot control others' actions, we can control our reactions to them. Embracing this mindset helps in reducing the intensity of anger and fosters a sense of calm and resilience, allowing individuals to navigate life's challenges with greater equanimity. Controlling reactions and attitudes. Controlling reactions and attitudes through Stoicism involves mastering how we respond to life's challenges by shifting our perspective and focusing on what is within our control. Stoicism teaches that while we cannot control external events or other people's actions, we can control our internal responses and attitudes. This principle is central to Stoic practice and is designed to help individuals achieve inner peace and emotional resilience. By recognizing that our reactions are shaped by our judgments and attitudes, we can learn to cultivate a more balanced and reasoned approach to the world around us. One of the key techniques Stoics use to control their reactions is the practice of mindfulness and self-awareness. By developing an acute awareness of our thoughts and emotions, we can identify when we are being driven by negative reactions such as anger, frustration, or anxiety. Stoicism encourages individuals to pause and evaluate their immediate responses, questioning whether these reactions align with their values and long-term goals. This reflective process helps in curbing impulsive behavior and fostering a more deliberate and composed way of interacting with the world. Another essential aspect of controlling reactions is the practice of cognitive reframing. Stoicism teaches that our perceptions of events are often skewed by our personal biases and judgments. By reframing our thoughts and adopting a more rational perspective, we can alter our emotional responses to external situations. For instance, viewing a setback as an opportunity for growth rather than a personal failure can transform frustration into motivation. This approach helps in maintaining a positive and proactive attitude, even in the face of adversity, and ensures that our reactions are aligned with our core values of wisdom, courage, and justice. The role of mindfulness in managing emotions. Mindfulness plays a crucial role in managing emotions by fostering a heightened awareness of our thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations in the present moment. In the context of Stoicism, mindfulness helps individuals observe their emotional responses without becoming overwhelmed or reactive. By maintaining a non-judgmental awareness, we can identify and acknowledge our emotional states as they arise, allowing us to respond more thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. This practice encourages a clear and objective view of our emotions, helping to prevent them from controlling our behavior. Through mindfulness, we can develop a deeper understanding of the triggers and patterns that influence our emotional responses. By regularly practicing mindfulness techniques such as meditation or deep breathing, we create a mental space that allows us to pause and reflect before reacting. This pause is essential for examining whether our reactions align with our values and whether they serve our long-term goals. As a result, mindfulness aids in cultivating a sense of calm and stability, even in stressful or challenging situations. Furthermore, mindfulness enhances emotional regulation by enabling us to stay grounded in the present rather than being swept away by past grievances or future anxieties. By focusing on the here and now, we can maintain a balanced perspective, reducing the intensity of negative emotions and promoting a more measured and rational response. This practice aligns with Stoic principles by reinforcing the idea that while we cannot control external events, we can control our internal states and reactions through conscious awareness and deliberate effort. Embracing impermanence. Embracing impermanence is fundamental to managing emotions effectively. This Stoic principle reminds us that all experiences, both positive and negative, are temporary and constantly changing. By acknowledging the transient nature of our emotions, we can prevent ourselves from becoming too attached to them, whether they are feelings of joy or sorrow. Understanding that emotions will pass allows us to maintain a balanced perspective, reducing the impact of temporary emotional upheavals. Recognizing impermanence helps in cultivating resilience and adaptability. When we accept that both our highs and lows are fleeting, we are less likely to be overwhelmed by them. This awareness enables us to approach challenges with a sense of detachment, fostering a more measured and rational response. Embracing the ebb and flow of emotions allows us to navigate life's fluctuations with greater ease and poise. Ultimately, by embracing impermanence, we align with the Stoic belief that while we cannot control external events, we can control our reaction to them. This acceptance encourages a mindset that focuses on the present moment and what we can control, leading to a more grounded and serene approach to managing our emotional experiences. Examining the roots of emotions. Examining the roots of emotions is a profound process that requires looking beyond the immediate feelings we experience to uncover the deeper sources from which they arise. Emotions are often complex reactions, influenced by our beliefs, past experiences, and unmet needs. By taking the time to trace these emotions back to their origins, we can gain a clearer understanding of why we feel the way we do in certain situations. For example, anger might not just be a response to a present moment, but could be linked to past experiences where we felt disrespected or powerless. Identifying these connections allows us to address the underlying issues rather than simply reacting to the emotion itself. When we explore the roots of our emotions, we often find patterns and recurring themes that shape how we respond to the world. These patterns might have developed as coping mechanisms or protective behaviors in response to earlier experiences. However, over time, they can become automatic reactions that are no longer serving us well. By examining these emotional roots, we can challenge and reframe the beliefs or expectations that fuel our emotional responses, leading to a more intentional and controlled way of handling our feelings. Understanding the origins of our emotions is not just about managing our reactions, it's also a pathway to personal growth. As we become more aware of the deeper causes of our emotional responses, we gain the ability to choose how we want to react in the future. This awareness fosters emotional intelligence, allowing us to navigate our emotions with greater clarity and purpose. By examining the roots of our emotions, we empower ourselves to break free from old patterns and cultivate a more balanced, resilient emotional life. The art of forgiveness. The art of forgiveness is a transformative process that goes beyond simply letting go of anger or resentment. It involves a deep understanding and acceptance of the imperfections in both ourselves and others. Forgiveness is not about condoning the wrongs that have been done to us, but about freeing ourselves from the emotional burden that these wrongs create. When we forgive, we release the grip that past hurts have on our present, allowing us to move forward with a lighter heart. This process can be incredibly challenging, as it requires us to confront our pain and make a conscious decision to let it go, but it is also deeply liberating. Forgiveness also involves a shift in perspective. It asks us to see the humanity in those who have wronged us, recognizing that everyone makes mistakes and that we are all capable of growth and change. This doesn't mean we have to reconcile or forget what happened, but it does mean choosing to respond with compassion rather than bitterness. By embracing forgiveness, we open the door to healing, not just for ourselves, but for our relationships as well. It allows us to break the cycle of hurt and anger, fostering a sense of peace and understanding. The art of forgiveness is ultimately about reclaiming our own power. When we hold on to grudges, we allow those who have wronged us to continue to influence our emotions and our lives. Forgiveness is an act of self-care, a way of saying that we value our own peace of mind more than the desire for retribution. It's a commitment to living in the present rather than being trapped in the past. By mastering the art of forgiveness, we cultivate resilience and emotional freedom, enabling us to live with greater joy and fulfillment. We've journeyed through the depths of Stoic philosophy, uncovering the path to transforming anger into unbreakable calm. By understanding anger through Stoicism, we've learned that it's an emotion we can control rather than be controlled by. Through mindful practices, we've gained the tools to stay present and manage our reactions, embracing the impermanence of life as a way to release our need for control. Examining the roots of our emotions has revealed the underlying causes of our anger, helping us to approach life with greater clarity and compassion. Finally, the art of forgiveness has shown us how to let go of past grievances, paving the way for true emotional freedom. If you found value in our journey together, we humbly ask that you express your support by liking and subscribing. Your thoughtful reflections and insights are welcome in the comments below. Share this wisdom with others, and remember that together, these principles guide us toward a life of inner peace and resilience where calm prevails over chaos.